Happy Tuesday, coming to you from Kansas City, Missouri. Why am I so excited? Well, because I found something that makes me extremely happy and hydrated. Now, the caveat, I would not be able to do this if we did not have a toilet on the truck. So we have a flushable toilet on the truck that we use for number one, and there's no number two happening on this truck. We use it for number one, so I do not use Gatorade bottles, Tupperware, any other sort of containers. Sheila, I'm talking to you, my friend. So it's nice to have that at our disposal, because it helps with staying hydrated, right? And the way I stay hydrated is I drink a lot of water. Water is my main drink. I will have, a coffee to start my shift typically. I love teas in the fall, so I'm starting that back up. But otherwise, I rarely do juices, never soda, ever. I don't do milks. It's really just plain old good old water for me. So when I had Jake on the truck, of course I kept more water jugs than I normally would because, I was making sure that he stayed hydrated as well. And in the winter, I would carry more as well because if you are stranded, the last thing I wanted to do was run out of water. So with that said, I found a way to stop buying single jugs of water. And that was, we went to Walmart the other day and I bought a 5-gallon jug. And then to make it easier to, get the water out of the jug, I bought a water bottle pump. Did you know there was such a thing? So typically, if you walk into Walmart, they have the, the Primo water area, like in the cart section, right before you walk into the store, typically. So I picked up one of those 5-gallon big bottle jugs. Then, if you go over to the area that has like the Brita water pitchers, like the water purifying section in like the home area, or maybe the kitchen area, I don't know. I can't remember, but you know what I'm talking about. They have Primo water bottle pumps, and I'll show you what it looks like. So there's the 5-gallon jug, and then here is the pump. And here's the spigot, and it's got a little cap on it. This gives a fine stream of water so that you can fill like narrow water bottles. Oops, wow, what's up with that light? Or you can pop this cap off like that, and it pumps just like a faucet. So the stream is heavier, which is nice, so that when I fill this up, because this whole top comes off, and that's where I put in my ice that I keep in my freezer because I love ice water. Then I can fill this up, and like I'm not getting the, the water bottles, like if you buy, any sort of disposable water bottles at, the truck stops, and then you reuse them. Well, the BPA leaches. So I don't have to worry about that with the stainless steel, and I can constantly fill up, and I am not like moving around constant jugs of water, which was, I can't tell you, we did it constantly. Move it to get in the freezer, move it to, change shifts, move it. So this little 5-gallon jug here has a handle. Oh, it has a handle that we bungee jumped, that we bungee corded to the actual seat frame, so to keep it in place there. Now I want to pick up a second 5-gallon and probably store it in front of the freezer that sits in the area where our passenger seat used to be. I'm still trying to figure out the shoe thing. I bought a shoe rack that sits on the floor, and it's supposed to hold 9 pairs of shoes, which seems like a lot, but when you have 2 people and you have different types of shoe wear for the season and the weather conditions, that really isn't a lot. But it was a bit too large, even though it was the smallest one. I thought, oh, I'll be good with this. But in my attempt to make it smaller, and I won't tell you how I was attempting that, but I broke it. So probably going to get rid of it, figure something else out for the shoes. If you have a good idea on what you do, I thought about getting one of the over-the-door shoe things, but you know, often our shoes are, you know, wet, so I don't want to like let, you know, they have those pockets that the shoes sit in, so I don't want to let the water or, God forbid, whatever other stuff you bring in for the truck stop, like puddle in those compartments. So I'm struggling with this right now, but I want to do something with the shoes so I can put a second bottle up there, and we can store it there. If, you know, specifically as winter arrives, I won't feel comfortable with just this, even though it's maybe full, with just this on the truck. I will definitely need more water. So it's a good way to stay hydrated. So the one thing I would say is, if you do go to purchase this, inside the box for the water bottle pump are coupons that you can, you know, open up the box and use instantly when you purchase. So there's a coupon for like $5 off your first purchase of your jug, because I had to pay essentially for the jug plus the water, so it was like $13.50 for that 5-gallon jug, because of the deposit. And then there's a few other coupons for like $1 off your refill jug. So definitely take advantage of that if you go to pick it up. Both brands are Primo, the jug and then the water bottle pump. The water bottle pump does come with an adapter if you have a jug that has a screw type top versus this was sort of like a bubble lip. So if you have a screw type top, it does come with an adapter that you can use to retrofit the bottle pump to it, but it's really ideally made for the Primo and it works perfectly that way. I caution you not to use this handle to lift the jug. How do I know this? Well, friends, I share my failures with you. I did that. And what happened was I pulled off the pump altogether while the water jug was, oh, I don't know, a good 2 feet off the ground because I was lifting it up over the freezer. The jug then went and fell on its side, and of course the top, the mouth of it was completely wide open, so I had water all over the place. Yeah, so don't use the handle to lift it. Not a good idea. So anyway, we are just waiting for our load, but in the meantime, I'm two-fisting it. Coffee and my ice water. All right, friends, we will check in with you later. Stay hydrated, no matter what your weather conditions are, no matter the environment, temperature, whatever. Your body needs water. All right. Be safe, everybody. Bye.